One of Sinn Féin's ongoing projects is called Towards a New Republic. It's a great campaign and I applaud it. But you cannot build a new republic on rhetoric alone. You also need resources and wealth. And we will not be able to deliver on our vision for a new republic unless we have the means to do so. And I would argue that one of the first steps on the way to that new republic would be the taking in to exclusive public ownership all oil and gas, offshore and onshore. Michael Davitt and James Connolly would expect nothing less. At this Ardesh in Mayo, it would be extremely remiss of me if I did not make reference to the ongoing and protracted saga known as the Cllr gas dispute. A campaign that brought tens of thousands of people out onto the streets of Connacht in 2005 was, in 2006 and 2007, undermined and vilified in the national print and broadcast media by a cross-section of the Irish establishment who were only too happy to align themselves with the most corrupt and ruthless oil company in the world, and I'll give you their full title, Royal Dutch Shell. Royal Dutch Shell, who astutely deployed that age-old imperial strategy of divide and conquer, and divide they did, aided and abetted by distinguished establishment figures in this county who should know better. Men and women who most certainly did not need the money. Well-heeled and financially secure, they nevertheless took the Saxon shilling, so to speak, and if you like, became defenders of the realm, as in Royal Dutch Shell. And in that capacity, they sadly and tragically orchestrated and coordinated a vicious and divisive campaign in North Mayo that ripped that community asunder, leaving in its wake divisions and wounds that will take generations to heal.
Sorry, I have to call time there, please.
We all know to our cost that in the cut and thrust of politics, that concepts such as the common good and sustainable development are all too often compromised, if not completely abandoned.
Sorry, Gerry,
but the real injustice in North Mayo was not the reckless abandonment of those two fundamental cornerstones of good governance and democracy. The real injustice was the criminalisation and demonisation by Shell and their agents of decent people who had legitimate grievances, who were subsequently vindicated not once but twice in planning law, and who had the courage of their convictions to stand up to the might of Royal Dutch Shell and to the Norwegian government. 1 second, please.
We're gone way over time, actually. We're gone way over time. We have to be respectful of the other delegates.
Demonised and criminalised. And that is what is so unforgivable. So unforgivable.
We have to be respectful to the other delegates. There's a lot of them to speak
yet.
It
won't be forgotten in this county for a long, long time to come. Demonised and criminalised. That strategy did not succeed for Thatcher, and it will not succeed for Shell.
Can we please call time? You're gone 5 minutes. I'll have to wrestle you to the ground.
And finally, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. And Shell will never have a scintilla of credibility in this county. And you can take it from me that you will never ever see a Shell logo on a Mayo football jersey. Goramagat and Chucky
Okay,
law.
Goramagat. I thought we'd have a wrestling match there.